We're just watching a little bit of the Virginia victory early. A low-scoring game. They won it 49-47 over Wake Forest.
The Blue Devils now trying to stay ahead of Virginia. They got to second with that loss for Virginia earlier this week, trying to stay in that second place, one win behind Carolina.
Trying to feed downstairs to Baba Miller. Another freshman, McCain. Pass will be tipped and collected by FSU, and Jameer Watkins, watch him today. If he has a big day, FSU is going to be in it all the way, and he will lay that one in. Filipowski with a touch. McCain will launch and swish it in. Welcome to the Tuck here in Tallahassee, Florida. It's the Seminoles off to a quick start. Tyrese Proctor averaging 10 points a game. The 6'5" sophomore guard for the Duke Blue Devils did not make the trip because of a concussion suffered on Monday in the game against Wake Forest.
So I expect to see Jalen Blakes, who had 17 against Florida State the last time they played. I expect to see him getting in off the bench.
Coach to penetrate. Here comes McCain. Little shove off there, but he drops it down. He is a tough guard.
That's a guy that you may want to leave out there for Fort. When you can take away the first few games of the season, over the last 18 games, he's probably been their most consistent guy.
Green Jr. And it rattles home. We were watching him shoot earlier today out of the gates.
Absolutely. Darren Green Jr. from beyond the arc. Kyle Filipowski 2 for.
I mean, how does that happen? How does any coach, any program win 14 straight overtime games in Division I college basketball? Roach will launch and knock down a three. Young up top for McCain straight away. Well, it's like a layup for him.
But that's just a defensive mistake.
He's a 6'10" freshman.
And Bo Bowen now 3 of 21 from beyond the arc on the season.
Oh.
And speaking of freshmen that can shoot it, not one, not two, but three. You know, they don't play with the same size we're used to seeing Florida State play with either.
McCain again. Oh, yes. Another three.
3-point field goals for McCain in a row. From the Orlando area now getting into the mix. I'm sure his dad Yogi's in the stands as the Blue Devils turn it off.
Spears with the pick. He'll go up against the blue shirts and lay it in, and he takes a tumble into the Photogs. Roach tops in the ACC in assist to turnover ratio, rarely kicks it over. And this will be picked up by Blakes up ahead of the field. Goes up strong and draws the foul. He'll be at the line for a three-point play.
17 points the last time these two teams got together, and he's a young man that is awesome on the defensive end of the floor, turning his defense in. He says he's the one guy that he knows is going to compete every possession when you put him on the floor.
Miller curling in. Boy, that's a tough shot off the window. Blake's back to Filipowski. He'll attack, lost it. Fast break opportunity. Spears getting it for Corin inside and will lay it in. He's a man of great faith as well.
Absolutely. That's, you know, Leonard Hamilton. And so back to Myron's story is Jared McCain.
Oh, that's going to go.
Knocks down his 5th three, which is a career high for Jared McCain.
Duke leading at 32-26.
We talk about Coach Ham and his great faith. Also the owner of a Christian record label.
Oh, my goodness.
Jared McCain.
Duke 35, FSU 26. Spears to the lane with a fall away. Yes.
2 seasons ago when we watched Hunter Couture hit 9 threes on this floor, Jared McCain already with 6. And believe me, this young man, he is looking for another one. He will not stop shooting.
Well, here he'll take a 2 off the window.
He absolutely has been that OB. I've known this young man for quite some time, since he won a Peach Jam championship with Russell Westbrook's team. Why not? Out of Southern California.
Jackson gets hit while taking a mid-range jumper.
Jackson getting into the painted area, able to finish through the contact of Mark Mitchell. And a
Roach to penetrate. That's going to be blocked. Gainey got a piece of it. Spears on the other end. Scoots in for 2.
A strong response.
Yeah, that's for sure. One of the great performances for a half we've seen all season long. And that's a really difficult shot by Foster in heavy traffic. Spears tried to dish into the lane. Picked off by Duke. Nice give here from McCain. McCain stepping back.
Oh.
Drills another triple.
Oh.
Incredible first half for Jared McCain. And a long one coming is swished in by Darren Green Jr. He can do it too. He's capable of some big scoring performances.
He absolutely is capable. And OB, I'm sure that that's not what John Shire wanted to see defensively from his team on the first possession, because he knows Darren Green can get them back really quick.
Filipowski with a quick answer on the other end. Green Jr. has an uncle, David, who's actually a quarterback at Duke in the mid-90s. On a cut and a big deflection.
That's the second time we've seen Watkins go up top for those supporting the Seminoles here in this building.
Foster on the drive. Roach gets a look and sticks it.
Great poise by Jeremy Roach, recognizing the shot clock, knowing he had more than enough time.
Foster wants to get off a shot. High arching shot, and that goes down. Let's see if Jameer Watkins gets rolling here in the second half. Over the top pass, it's going to be stuffed in by Cam Corn.
Getting some playmaking here in the second half. Getting downhill, tossing it up. Cameron Corn. Those numbers are normally over 7 feet when we look at a Florida State roster. That's, you know, what we've seen from Leonard Hamilton. And Sean Stewart does a great job defensively coming up with the steal.
Roach up ahead. Filipowski to slam it.
Sean Stewart getting out, doing a great job defensively. And as he goes down, the presence of mind to find Jeremy Roach, whose head is up, looking for Kyle.
Filipowski doubled up. It spits free. Watkins will drive it, lay it in, and a foul too.
Such a smart play by Watkins. Florida State earlier, he talked about how high of a basketball IQ Jameer Watkins has, and you see it here, just getting his body in.
So staying connected. McCain has it poked away. Once again, it's Worley. Bull Bowen over the top, and a slam by Corrin.
And that's another 2 points off turnover.
Jalen Worley here in the second half. Worley has been the man defensively.
Yeah, Worley doing a great job getting his hand in, and then Taylor Bowen being able to handle it.
Coach, you can see him lock eyes there with McCain to try to get him the ball. Mitchell, strong, following his own miss, sticks that one in.
But great recognition by Mark Mitchell, seeing that the middle of the floor is wide open.
Filipowski with the touch. Going strong. Follows his miss. That's blocked high out of the sky by Watkins. Long one hit by guess who? So Duke's all-time record by a player is 9 3-point makes. Shane Battier there. He's got one corner with the dunk. J.J. Redick did it in 05. McCain now with 8.
In the middle of all the big bodies and being able to come up in the presence of mind and poise to see the shot clock and get an easy bucket.
So it's back up to 10 for Duke. Long one coming and knocked down by Jackson. Second chance. It came to McCain. He's drawn a lot of boos here, but he knows how to quiet them too.
He absolutely does.
And 2 points away from the Duke freshman record. Another alley-oop attempt and the stuff. That time it was big Bob Miller to slam it.
He's a guy that Florida State needs to try to get going on the offensive end as well.
Shot clock down to 7. Roach sees it, fires, hits it. A 3-pointer. 33 points and a sensational outing. Trying to add on to that right now. A little floater for 2.
And that 35 now ties Zion Williamson for the Duke record.
Foster. Nice pass. Mitchell with the dunk.
I'm not sure why Bob Miller went out to trap Caleb Foster at half court, leaving Mitchell wide open under the basket.
Can't hit the front end of the 1-and-1. And another loose ball picked up by FSU. Pried that one free from McCain and spun up and in for 2. Worley handing off for Green Jr. That'll be tipped a couple of times. Florida State relentless on the glass, but 4 chances and it would not go. Finally, that one will drop by Corrin. But 11 seconds to go.
They don't want to foul that guy.
McCain.
And it's fitting he ends the game with the basketball in his hands as his new favorite friends As Dawn Staley would say, they're not booing him. They're just calling him boo.
He had the game in his hands for 40 minutes, man. He was incredible with 35. That's all from Tallahassee. For Corey and Myron and our entire crew, I'm Dave O'Brien. Thanks for joining us. College basketball continues. Big 12 action.